What's up, guys? This is Dylan from Get Fish Now again. Now this week's video we're going to show you how to make a swim bait slash frog bait slash popper. Very versatile bait here with a slab of pine, which I just cut from this, which is like a railing board. A lot of people can find those around the house. And I use pine because it's very easy to carve. If you're a beginner, I'd use cedar, even easier. But it's a little heavier than cedar, my bad. But in the end, your lure will hopefully look something like this. Now, the design on this lure, it's got this little curve. This makes it so when it swims, it'll go down without using a lip. I know some lipless have like an angle and it kind of goes like this, but this will go like this and it'll make the back spin like this, so it'll look kind of cool. And if you pop it, it'll pop, go down, come back up, because you know it's wood that floats. But unless you just reel it, it'll go down and down and down. Or if you reel it and stop, it'll go down, pop back up like a frog. I've seen it come that works really good. Don't really know any lures that you can buy that reel and pop out like a frog would. I can't really explain it, but you'll see in the video. So, first thing you need to do, cut your wood. Once you have your wood cut, put it into your lathe, and you got to get your wood really round first. So, you want to use a round tool. Makes sense, right? Round wood, round tool. See, if you use something like this, it would chop it up it would make it all messy. So, use a round one. Make it very smoother, even though later we'll use sandpaper, but it makes it very easier to work with. But if you want to use this to get it down fast and then this to make it work a little better, you can do that too. I might do that just for the sake of time, but let's get started. As you can see, I first used the round one. I kind of got it started. And then I switched to this to get it to file down a little bit quicker, because that can be tedious because it doesn't chip away as much if you go on an angle with the pointy part. Because this one is not round, is only round. It does not have a pointy part like this one does. And then once I got it down to the size I wanted, I just used this, chipped off a little bit of the extra. You could probably see that the pointy one made it kind of scuffed up and didn't really look good. So you guys can see I got a nice round piece of wood here. Now I'm going to show you guys how to start to shape it to get that great action. Finally got our shape. You can finally sand it. I like to use this purple 80 grade, and then maybe you can move it up to 120, but for this I'm just going to do this 80. What do you want to do? Right? A little section like that. You don't need to use the whole thing, and you can be able to use this a couple times at least. I like to make it a little thinner, like that. It's good, doesn't matter, not even, whatever, kind of looks like a whale, whatever. You use that, and what you want to do is when you turn it on, stick this under here, and go back and forth, and then, once you get the main body done, you want to rip it and get the fine details, maybe bend it so you can get it in the creases and whatever. But you'll see how I do that in the video. And in the video before, you also saw I left a little tag on the end. And if you remember when I showed you the lure, it had the tails on it. I took that off a Hula Popper. I know you can buy them at jansnetcraft.com. Bass Pro Shop sells them. Just got the new 2013 magazine in. They have them in there. But yeah, make sure you leave a little lip. And then once you have it all sanded, what you do is you take your pointy and you just stick it in until it breaks. It usually works for me. If you don't want to risk it, you can just go thin and snap them off, but usually they just break anyway, so that's what I go for. I just break it. So yeah, let's get sanded. Now that we got our sanding done and cut it off, which you saw I just didn't end up breaking it. I figured I'd try to do it and it worked out good. Now you'll see that there's a little, it's not really circular on the front, which is what you want it to be, like kind of circle with a little bit of point, but it's kind of shut off. So what you want to do is you take your remaining sandpaper, you just want to get that out until it's really smooth, so it's round, so it doesn't look like it's cut off like a block, alright? And then you'll see that you have little nubs from where you cut it off. You'll sand those till they're flat. And once you do that, you finish all that, and you're ready to paint, add eye screws, and hooks. I'll show you how to do that next week. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Do whatever you want. Thanks. See you guys later.